Hey guys, I'm Brian McCauley and welcome to the McCauley's Design Workshop. Today, we're making a marking knife. Want to see how I did it? Stick around. So for the blade of this knife, I am using a high-speed steel jigsaw blade. And the first thing you need to do is grind the teeth off and put on the point on the end of it. And I'm just doing that here with my disc sander. I'm pretty new to working with metal, so I tried to keep this as cool as I could. If it got too hot to touch, I cooled it down. So with the blade more or less roughed out, I turned my attention to the handle, and I'm just using a scrap that I had in my shop, a small piece of walnut, to make the handle out of. And then I sanded up to 400 grit. Next, I took the roughed out blade over to my Worksharp 3000 and started to hone it. I went up through all the grits available here as well, flattening the blade and working the bevel. I shot for a 30-degree bevel angle on the knife. Really, I just did it by eye. I don't know if it's 30 degrees or not, but it looks pretty close, and it works. Next, I took the handle over to my bandsaw and cut off the waste that was left over from turning it on the lathe, and I also cut a single kerf down the front edge of the handle to accept the blade. And so I'm going to use epoxy to affix the blade to the handle. And I just mixed up some 2-part 5-minute epoxy, and I'm getting it down inside that kerf and on the blade itself. And then I can go ahead and insert the blade into the handle. And then I'll use a quick clamp to hold it all in place while the epoxy cures. Instead of a traditional brass or copper ferrule, I'm using baler's twine and super glue, or CA glue, mainly because I didn't have a ferrule in my shop and I didn't really want to go buy one. I've seen other people do this, so I figured it's worth a try. Plus, it's sort of a unique look. So I just wrapped the twine around the top of the handle where the blade is inserted, attached it with some super glue temporarily, and then I soaked the twine completely with super glue. And finally, I'll put on a few coats of Danish oil for the finish. Well guys, that's it. I had a lot of fun making this little thing. I guess we'll see how it holds up in the future. I didn't have a brass or copper ferrule, so I just used the twine and super glue, and I don't know, I've seen other people do it, so we'll see how it works out. I think this is going to come in really handy for future projects where I need to mark out joinery. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to follow me on my website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.